Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Days of Our Lives call twists that could push Xander to kill once more. It's not often that Days of Our Lives can completely surprise us, but on last Friday's episode, Xander received a cryptic call after sharing a cute moment with Sarah. They only had one line, and the voice on the other end of the line was disguised, "I have somebody who should be disposed of." Xander rushed over to the DiMera mansion and gave EJ his side of the story, despite the fact that they had no idea who would be eliminated or who they were themselves. He assumed that was the person who called him. Instead, he met Stefan, who dismissed his assumption that EJ was being dishonest once more. However, Xander insisted that Stefan convey his message and made it abundantly clear that he is not an employed assassin. Perhaps, yet as Stefan brought up, Xander actually has a mental toughness. He's simply never been permitted to show it on screen. Mostly. In the DiMera lobby, Xander scowls at Stefan. Pour sponsored links, bargain basement on unsold couches now. Leeway couches. Back in his reprobate days, Xander would vanish for a little while, then return subsequent to carrying out a few grievous wrongdoings off-screen. He tried to burn Nicole and Eric to death right in front of us sometimes, but he never succeeded, so there was no harm done. When Telfer spoke with Soaps.com a while back, he explained that Days of Our Lives is a daytime soap opera, so you're not really going to get to viciously murder anyone. It's the persistent suggestion that you might act. Or, in my case, it's the fact that I've already done something and am trying to cover it up. Also, a fraction of the time, it's the cover-up that people in Salem treat as practically more terrible than the actual wrongdoing, similar to when he hijacked Susan and Bonnie. Bonnie gazes worriedly toward Xander as he gets a handle on her hands in his. More, the tantalizing reason for Allison Sweeney's return to the set. Despite this, Xander has mostly turned his life around, and he seems more interested in finding out who called him to give them a break than seriously considering returning to a life of crime. He now has to worry about his daughter. Telfer, on the other hand, probably wouldn't mind at all if he danced a little on the wild side once more. I truly do have an office for those sorts of scenes and that sort of horrible energy and exchange, he shared. I really do appreciate playing that stuff. At the end of the day, there's just so lengthy you can do that as a component of the fundamental material of the show. So imagine a scenario in which this call prompted Telfer returning Xander to a violence that drove him to kill, yet it was somebody who merited it. Despite the fact that we cannot imagine a world in which he would kill someone who was no longer vile, Xander is very capable of committing murder in the right circumstances. Perhaps he, as a defensive new dad himself, would go facing Clyde for obliterating Tate and Holly's lives and making Salem a hazardous spot for Victoria to experience childhood in. Or perhaps Constantine is wanted by someone. They were able to explain why, leading Xander to confront the Greek, which led to a fight that resulted in Constantine's death. More, Eric Martsolf talks Brady's genuine romance. We don't have the foggiest idea who the guest needs wiped out. We're expecting to be the most terrible, yet it very well may be somebody who's genuinely awful, similar to one of Salem's ongoing bad guys. That would provide Xander with some of his old edge, while protecting him as a person. Even if he ended up in hot water, he would still be someone Sarah could forgive and fans would cheer for, especially if Xander was standing up for her beloved mother. In addition, we are all aware of how simple it is to evade a prison sentence in Salem, unless you are Lucas, and once Xander acquires the Kiriaki's fortune, he ought to have no trouble escaping with virtually anything he desires, just like Victor did in the past. As Telfer himself conceded back when he addressed us, I used to ask, the writers, to really allow me to kill. Can I genuinely kill someone once? Not have them awaken, not have them have chance just to the left or just to the right of their heart, or no big deal either way. Kill someone actually. Because all I want to do is reiterate his threat. Even though Xander has changed in recent years, that does not mean he is no longer dangerous. What's more, we question fans would cry many tears assuming he repeated that peril powerfully to any semblance of Constantine. Hell, they might try and chip in to get the decoration. Teresa's emergency, Harris's treatment, Lucas' hazardous move, closeness hindered. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Thursday, February 1st uncover that Teresa Donovan, Emily O'Brien, initiates Brady Dark, Eric Martsolf, for assist with a work emergency. Days of Our Lives spoilers features Harris Michaels, Steve Burton, goes to Marlena Evans, Deidre Lobby. Brian Datillo's Lucas Horton makes a risky move. Additionally, the intimacy between Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn, and Sloan Peterson Brady, Jessica Surfedy, is once more disrupted. Days of Our Lives spoilers Lucas Horton's hazardous move. DOL spoilers for Thursday, February 1st uncover that Lucas will in any case be stayed in a lodging thanks to Harris. It was a big risk for Harris to bring Roman Brady, Josh Taylor, and Kate Roberts Brady, Lauren Koslow, to see Lucas. In Thursday's episode, Lucas will face a much greater challenge. Spoilers for Days of Our Lives on Thursday, February 1st, Teresa's emergency, Harris's treatment, Lucas' dangerous move, closeness hindered. Lucas calls Chad DiMera, Billy Flynn, and Everett Lynch, Blake Barris. Lucas connects and believes them should meet with him for a story. Lucas wants to crack everything open. Nonetheless, Lucas could confront unanticipated outcomes assuming that this story opens up to the world, particularly assuming that Harris is caught off guard by it. Additionally, read DOL spoilers, Sloan and EJ's shameful casual sexual encounter while Nicole is away. DOL spoilers, closeness hindered. On Thursday, February 1st, fans will see Eric and Sloan make another closeness endeavor. However, Sloan and Eric's attempt to ignite passion will once more be derailed. It clearly seems like the universe is sending Sloan a major message. After all, Sloan ought to have admitted it long ago. Since Sloan was so liberated when she first arrived in Salem, it must have been extremely frustrating for her to not receive any from Eric. In fact, Surfedy stated in an interview with Soap Opera Digest a few months ago that Eric is Sloan's ideal bedmate. It's possible that Sloan will make a mistake and end up having an unexpected drunken passion with someone. Days of Our Lives spoilers Harris Michaels treatment. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Thursday, February 1st uncover that Harris will in any case be confounded about what to do in regards to Ava Vitale, Tamara Braun. Harris will seek assistance from Marlena. Now, because Marlena is Salem's favorite psychiatrist, Harris does not inquire about Ava. While Harris and Ava were still at Bayview, they went to Marlena. Despite the fact that Ava was far-fetched, Marlena attempted to help her. In this way, Harris could expect to get some knowledge into what truly may be happening with Ava. Also read the spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Eric's international quest or Nicole's hidden passion for Rome. DOL spoilers Thursday, February 1st. On Thursday, February 1st, Teresa will have an emergency at the magazine. Even though Teresa, Robert Scott Wilson, knows she should go to Alex Kyriakis, she turns to Brady for some reason. All in all, how might Alex respond when he finds out about this new turn of events? It could make him much more persuaded that Brady need each other back.